Good morning. I was listening to Tony Robbins this morning, and he said that we all act consistent with who we think we are. And at first, that really didn't affect me very much, but then suddenly it did, and it really resonated with me, and I started thinking, who do I think I am? And he went on to say, if there are certain things in our life that we want, we will only get them when they become our standards, because our life will always remain consistent with what our standards are. And you can tell by what happens in our life, how we live our life, what we do, what our habits are, what is important to us. And we might think, I should do this, or I would like that, but it only happens when our shoulds become musts. And I started looking at certain things in my life and he pointed out some really good stuff too. Like he said, if you should eat better, should exercise more, if you should get down to your healthy weight, it'll only happen when it becomes a standard in your life. And that standard will only happen through your behaviors, through your habits. So every day, if you stop and get he calls it a mocha schmocha, but your sugary coffee or your breakfast biscuit, or eating that chocolate, which sugar is absolutely one of my standards. I will say that it is a standard in my life. I always have to have sugar, and I make sure that I have it in my life. And I know that with my family history, especially with my family history, with so many people having metabolic disorders in my family, I'm genetically predisposed to those problems. So sugar is a poison in my genetics. So why the heck is it a standard in my life? And so I just started thinking about that. I'm like, what other kind of bad standards do I have in my life? What other kind of things am I doing that shouldn't be a standard? They should. So that's what I'm bringing to you today. What are the things in your life that you shouldn't be doing, or you know what I'm saying? What are the standards that shouldn't be standards in your life, and what can you swap them out with? So like today, normally I have, some sort of bread, pasta, rice, some sort of filler with whatever kind of lunch I have, or breakfast, or dinner, whatever. It's pretty standard in my life. So today, it's Passover, so we don't eat bread during Passover. No leavened bread anyway, so we can have like tortillas, anything that isn't made with yeast. But I didn't bring that with me today. Sean normally fixes my lunches, and so he made me, he got frozen lasagna that we had made lunches with. I had made lasagna one day. And so I got that out and replaced it with this kale hamburger onion carrot thing I made yesterday. And full disclosure, it does not look that appetizing. But I know it's way more healthy for me, and it's way more it's what should be part of my standard. So I will say I still have lots of sugary stuff in my lunch. Like I had made tapioca pudding, and that's in there. I don't have to eat it, but let's be real, I'm going to. but I only made 2 servings of it. So there's one other serving at my house. So it's not like, whatever. So, I'm going to start today with having new standards so that they fit more along the lines of how I wish and would like life to be. So I hope you do that too. And go make it a great day.